the San Antonio Spurs trading for Cooper Flagg to team up with Victor Wembanyama? On paper, it sounds like a dream scenario. Two generational talents on the same roster, the future of the franchise secured for years to come. ESPN insiders have floated this idea during the NBA draft season, suggesting the Spurs could make a bold move to acquire the #1 overall pick, Duke's Cooper Flagg. But as enticing as this sounds, it falls flat when you consider the reality of the situation, particularly what's going on with the Dallas Mavericks. Let's break this down. The Spurs, who hold the #2 pick in the draft, plus some additional assets, supposedly want to trade their way up to snag Flagg and pair him with Wembanyama. That's a narrative that makes plenty of sense if you're looking at it from the Spurs' perspective. Wembanyama is the franchise cornerstone, and adding another potential superstar in Flagg could turn San Antonio into an instant contender and a must-watch team for years. But here's where the story runs off the rails. ESPN's suggestion that the Mavericks, led by GM Nico Harrison, would simply flip Flagg for multiple draft picks and a future first-rounder. That's not just unlikely, it's almost impossible. ESPN's Zach Kram laid out the hypothetical deal. The Mavericks received the Spurs' #2 and #14 picks in this draft, plus the Atlanta Hawks' 2027 first-round pick, and even swap rights on a 2030 first-rounder. Sounds like a lot, right? Yet even with all those assets, giving up a generational talent like Cooper Flagg, it's a non-starter for Dallas. Let's remind ourselves what the Mavericks have already been through. Just last offseason, Nico Harrison and the Mavericks pulled off a blockbuster trade that sent Luka Dončić, arguably one of the best players in the NBA, to the Los Angeles Lakers. That trade alone stirred up a storm of controversy and criticism from fans, analysts, and insiders alike. And now, imagining the Mavericks doing that again, trading away Flagg, another generational prospect, would be beyond unimaginable. From Dallas's standpoint, they simply cannot afford to lose Flagg, let alone for a package of picks. Flagg represents the cornerstone for their rebuilding process and future success. This is not fantasy basketball, where you can casually swap young stars for draft picks. This is real life, where front offices have to weigh fan reaction, team identity, and the hard business of winning. ESPN did try to justify this proposed trade by citing other NBA deals from the past, but those comparisons miss the mark. This isn't about hypothetical trades or what might work on paper. This is about what's practical, realistic, and aligned with team goals. The Mavericks front office knows the value of Flagg, both on the court and as a marketing asset, and won't gamble that away lightly. Furthermore, the notion that the Spurs could move heaven and earth to get Flagg ignores the complexities of NBA front office decision-making. Teams don't just hand over multiple first-round picks for a player without major assurances. And even if they tried, the Mavericks' stance would be crystal clear. Flagg is untouchable. The Spurs with Wembanyama have their own path forward. Yes, adding Flagg would accelerate their timeline, but that doesn't mean they can or will pry him away from Dallas. Instead, San Antonio should focus on developing their current assets and building around their own core. This kind of trade talk, while fun and exciting for fans and analysts during draft season, often fails when put to the real test of NBA realities. The Mavericks aren't trading Cooper Flagg, no matter how tempting the picks may be for the Spurs. And ESPN's push for this narrative seems out of touch with the real state of affairs. So, if you're a fan hoping for a Flagg-Wembanyama duo in San Antonio anytime soon, it's time to reset expectations. The Mavericks are holding on to their prize rookie tightly, and any Spurs trade dreams involving Flagg should be treated as just that, dreams. For Dallas, it's about patience, development, and building a competitive team around Flagg. For San Antonio, it's about maximizing what they already have with Wembanyama and looking for other avenues to improve. And don't forget to share this video with your friends who love NBA drama as much as you do. The draft season is always full of surprises, but some rumors are better left on the rumor mill. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more NBA updates, trade news, and all things basketball right here.